I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Cougar 33SAB. This is a beautiful half-ton travel trailer, excellent rear entertainment setup. You have the dual opposing slides back here with your two recliners across from the sofa, huge 4K TV in the back, big barreled ceiling, making this feel nice and open, and you'll be comfortable no matter what temp you're in, thanks to the Climate Guard system that Cougar now utilizes. So let's start off with some of the layout features. We'll start off right over here. So as I mentioned, this is your sofa. This is a tri-fold sofa, so it is nice and comfortable, not only to sit in with the built-in armrests here and the cushion, but also it folds out into a bed. So if you have additional guests that are going to stay the night, you can comfortably accommodate one adult, probably even two, right here on this sofa. Couple windows here as well, the one being an emergency exit. You also have some storage up top, kind of cool glass up there. You can see the little bit of storage there as well. Something that I do like about Cougar, and this kind of goes along with the Climate Guard I mentioned earlier, in the slides, they have Astrofoil in the bottom of the slides to help with that insulation. Same thing in the underbelly. So, you know, that way if it is really cold out, it'll help keep the heat in here, which is definitely something that you want. You don't want to lose it all. If we take a look here in the very back, you will see the 4K TV. Big 50-inch TV in here, so that way you can see it throughout the entire RV, which is great. And it is on a lift, so that way you can drop the TV down if you desire. It's also connected to this multimedia center, which is a DVD player, so if you want to watch a movie, you can pop it in. And directly underneath that is your fireplace. So the fireplace is awesome because this is essentially auxiliary heat. If you don't want to run the furnace, great. This is about 5,000 BTUs that this puts out. It'll help just kind of take the chill off in this main area. If you want to run the furnace, it's a 35,000 BTU furnace. With this guy running too, you got about 40,000 BTUs of heating in here, folks. So again, on those cold days, you'll stay nice and toasty. You got the big window right along the back. If you drop this TV, it's a beautiful rear picture window. Electrical outlets on both sides. You'll see the lighting right up top here. They have some auxiliary lighting, giving it a really nice look. We take a look across the way here. So you'll notice that this one has the two recliners. Again, very comfortable, easy to use. All you have to do is just kind of put your hands right here. You just push back, and then the legs come right up. That way you can sit back, relax, maybe take a nap, watch TV, talk with your friends, whatever you want to do. Then next to that is your freestanding table and chairs. You'll see that the chairs do have storage underneath, so you can store, you know, so a couple items in there, something smaller, maybe like paper plates, or if you have place settings, something like that, it's a good spot for it. Table there, and windows all the way around. One of the things I love about Cougar is the fact that the windows basically take up the entire slide wall. Huge windows here, and they go all the way up to the ceiling. So giant panoramic windows you just normally don't see in most travel trailers. Excellent LED lighting in here as well. It's one of the things you'll notice when you step into a Cougar is the fact that it is very well lit. We take a look at the kitchen space. You have a ton of prep space all the way throughout here. Beautiful solid surface countertops as well. You'll see an electrical outlet right over there. And also right down here, look at that. You have access to big storage right there. Another electrical outlet over here. So plenty of electrical outlets here in the kitchen. And again, tons of prep space. This right here, you have this over here, this back here. They undermounted this double bowl stainless steel sink, kind of a modern cut to it, which I like. You also have this beautiful high-end, very tall pull-out faucet. So, you know, kind of having that, again, kind of modern industrial look to it, and it's very functional. You have a bunch of drawers. Take a look at that. 4 drawers running all the way down. Plenty of room for your silverware and all your other utensils there and whatever else you want to toss in, because, again, you got plenty of space. Storage right there. Enough room for a trash can. It's important to me. And then if we take a look right over here, you will see that they built in 2 more drawers. I love that they did that. They finished the fronts on there, look great. And you still have enough room under there for your pots and pans. Right in the back, there's another electrical outlet as well as a light. You know, again, as I said, very well lit in here. You want to put your coffee maker back there, by all means you can, electric griddle, whatever else. You'll see your microwave right up top, a little bit of storage up here too. Of course, your hood here with your fan and light. Beautiful backsplash. I definitely like this. It kind of has a cool look to it, you know, kind of bring a little bit of grays into the color scheme, which I like. And then you have the recessed cooktop with the glass cover. You can flip that up and back. This doubles as another backsplash. You can see there are 3 burners there. You also have the lit up knobs. You can turn that off if you so choose. And then you have the larger oven on this one. This is the upgraded Furion oven. There's another one that has a smaller oven, and the grates up top aren't quite as nice, but this is the nicer of the two. And then right underneath, again, you have a big deep drawer right there. So you have a lot of dry storage here. There's even more, and there's a pantry I'll show you in just a moment. But first I want to hit on the refrigerators. Take a look at this. You have big double refrigerator right here, so plenty of storage. Great thing about this, folks, is that because they're RV refrigerators, they do run off of both propane and electric. So if you're out somewhere and you don't have shore power, you need to run it off propane, you can do it with these fridges, which is fantastic. So as I mentioned, big pantry space. Look at that. Huge pantry. You got the motion sensor light in there, so when you get close enough, the light turns on. But you have just a ton of extra space in there. They definitely did a great job on this half-ton trailer. Then we make our way right up here. So, of course, you have your entryway, propane leak detector down here, fuse panel and box right there. But what I do want to show you is this, because this is awesome. This is the in-command system. So you can do all sorts of stuff here. You can see your tank monitoring panel, your lights. You can control your slides and awnings. Also, your HVAC system. So this way you can control your AC. If you have your optional AC, you can control that separately from the rear AC, and it'll tell you what the temperature is in here right now. Obviously, it's quite warm, but I love that you can do all of that from this in-command system. So we take a look at the bathroom here. You see the foot flush lever toilet. You have a porcelain bowl, so it stays looking nicer longer. It's easy to clean. Plenty of room in the shoulders, plenty of leg room here, and straight ahead is my neo-angle shower. So the thing I love about this shower, folks, is a couple things, actually. One, when I stand in here, look how much headroom I have. I'm 6 foot. Even if I'm all the way against the wall here, I still have an inch or so. If you're, any taller, shoot, you're 6'3", 6'4", you can still shower in here without having to bend down. That's a big deal for taller people. It's hard to find a travel trailer where that is the case. You'll also see your doors right here in the roller track. You open that up after you're done showering, and all the water goes down into the shower pan rather than like a curtain or a swing door where a lot of times it ends up on the floor. And if you take a look, you have an upgraded hand wand as well, a little bit nicer than the standard ones you usually get. You'll see your mirrored medicine cabinet right up top here. You have your electrical outlet there. Again, same solid surface countertops. Big sink bowl as well, so that way when you're washing your hands, you don't have water splashing everywhere. Right underneath here, you have some additional storage. And then if we take a look on this back wall, you'll see a robe hook, good place to hang your towels. And then right up top is the vent fan. When we step into the bedroom, you will see the slide-out king bed. So huge bed here, that way you're not elbowing each other in the middle of the night. I also like the fact they didn't put shelves in here. A lot of times manufacturers put in some really low shelves and you roll over and hit them in the middle of the night. Not the case here. You also have the big leather headboards, that way you can sit up and read a book. You have LED lights there and some additional storage up top. Speaking of storage, you will also see that you have storage underneath. Big storage there. It is strut supported, so that way it's very easy to access. One other thing I want to point out is right over here. This is kind of cool. So this is your thermistor for your bedroom. So as I showed you, there are 2 different zones. So that way for your ACs in here, you can control them. That will tell you what the temp is right here in the bedroom. There's another one for out in the main living area. It's also in a racetrack AC pattern. You can see how the ACs are right here. So it goes around, so both ACs work together, helping to really efficiently cool this. So on a hot day, I wish I could turn the AC on right now because it's hot today, but it does a good job of evenly cooling off the travel trailer here. Right up front is the wardrobe, kind of reminiscent of what you see in like a fifth wheel. You see the hanging rod going all the way across, big shelf up top, LED light in there. You'll also see tucked away right over here are sink top covers where the manufacturer shipped them, but just know that those do come with the RV as well. If you want TV, this is where the TV will hook up at, so you definitely want to swing arms. That way you can kind of swing it out and around, kind of have it on an angle here. All the hookups for that are right behind it. And then you have a ton of storage here at the foot of the bed. You'll see, your 4 drawers, little storage area off to the side. Then you have 4 more right up top. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the 2019 Cougar 33SAB. Right up front is a power tongue jack. This makes it nice and easy to hook up and disconnect for your tow vehicle. All you have to do is flip the switch here to raise and lower the tongue. You also have a light for some added visibility at night. In the rare event that this does fail, you do have a manual override, so that way you're not stuck out at your campsite. Right behind that, you have two 30-pound propane tanks. Lots of propane on here so you can stay out camping longer. And of course, it comes with the cover as well. Behind that, you see rails there for your battery. And coming up the front, you have the diamond etched plating to help protect the front end from some of the rocks and debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. You'll also see that this one has a 3-year structural warranty on there, currently the best in the industry. Then you have the front 3/4 cap right up top. You have these LED lights inlaid in the side as well, which give it a great look, and you can use those as running lights. Making our way back here to the pass-through, it is a covered hinge, so you don't have a bunch of rust coming down your door. It's also magnetic. When we take a look inside here, you will see the pass-through. On the other side is a battery disconnect over there. You have a light in here. This one is motion sensor, so that way when you open it up, you can get in there. And this is the brain box to the in-command system. So I was talking about redundancy. Cool thing about it is normally, yes, you have a manual override for your awning and everything else. Not only that, but now you have an app that you can try to use if your main control panel isn't working, and if neither of them are working, you can get in here. There's another control you can get in there to try to move it. So you have like 3 stages of redundancy to try to make these things work. So that's one of the great things rather about the in-command system is that you have all those extra fail-safes. Power awning on here, touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in. Also, you have the LED light strip there. 2 speakers right underneath that connected to the multimedia center, but that is Bluetooth capable. We take a look right out here. We open these up. You see you have electrical outlets right over here, as well as your satellite and cable outlets. So that way, if you want TV outside, you can hook it up right there. Main entrance has the MORryde Step Above system, a fantastic step system, aluminum treads which aren't going to rust. You have the grip tape on there if it's wet, the big foldable extended grab handle here which is foldable as well. That way you have great control. The reason I love these steps though, folks, is look at this. I'm over 200 pounds, I can jump up and down on this thing. It hardly flexes. Unlike your traditional steps, which you have a ton of bounce, feels like you're on a springboard, not at all the case here. This sticker talks about that Cougar Climate Guard Protection System. This one has been tested and verified by a third-party company to keep you nice and comfortable, whether it's 0 degrees out or 100 degrees out. You know, when you think of Climate Guard, everyone thinks of, things, or you hear 4 Seasons package. You think of the cold. Sure, cold weather camping is great, but sometimes you camp in really hot climates like it is right now, and you want to make sure that you stay cool inside as well, and Cougar can definitely provide that, which is awesome. You drop down, take a look underneath at those wheels, gorgeous aluminum alloy wheels. The great thing about that, folks, is not only do they look really nice now, but they will continue to do so because, as I mentioned earlier, aluminum does not rust. As we come around to the back side, you'll see the square tubular bumper here with the end caps. You can pop these end caps off. It gives you a really convenient spot in which you can store your sewer hose. Right up here, I do want to show you folks, this one also has power stabilizer jacks. The controls for that are up front, but after you level the coach out, you can just hit the buttons there. The stabilizer jacks will come down. That way your RV won't be rocking around as you're moving around inside. Mounted to the bumper is this spare tire here. The great thing about this is probably the easiest place to get to it. You don't have to get underneath the trailer on your hands and knees to get it out. And it has a cover, so if you do need it, it should be in good shape. If we take a look right here, you will see that this one also has a receiver. So if you want to put like a bike rack or an extra rack back here, that has a 300-pound weight capacity on there. That's fantastic. It gives you that extra storage that you may be missing elsewhere. You also see that you have the ladder right here so that you can climb up onto the fully walkable roof. That way you can get up there for any kind of maintenance or just brush off pine cone sticks, whatever else may be up there. You'll also see that this one has backup camera prep. If you want a backup camera, having the prep is great because it requires less labor to have that installed, meaning it will save you money. Right back here, you have Key TV. This is a cool system too. So you can see you have satellite cable inlets, super easy. You plug that in. The system will take priority there, which is awesome. And then it just basically has it go to all the TVs. No matter which TV you're watching, it only has the one hookup. Super simple and easy system. Right back here, this will be your 50 amp power supply rather. So that way you can just plug that in, you're good to go. You know, as I mentioned, this one with the 2 ACs, you definitely need the 50 amp, plus you have the fireplace in there as well. Docking station right back here with your water hookups, pretty simple to use. And if we make our way up front here, we will see a couple things. One, you have solar prep right here. So if you want solar, simply buy portable panels, plug it in right there, and it will trickle charge your battery. If we drop down here, you will see one of 2 terminations. So you have one right down here with the black and the gray tank. If you take a look behind the axles, it's kind of tough to see, but there is another termination right back there. So there are 2. That way, you know, you can just dump the one, pull forward, dump the other. Or if you're more of a permanent site, you can just Y them together if you have like the dump right at your campsite. Open up this, that's right, you have more storage over here. Again, covered hinge, magnetic. This goes kind of underneath where that king bed is, but you can see it's a great extra storage area here. You know, it kind of helps make up for what you're lacking up front in the pass-through. You know, with that big wardrobe, you don't get quite as much as you normally would in the pass-through, but because that slide-out king bed, they're able to give you this, which again, is wonderful, kind of helps make up for it. Right over here, we take a look at the front, again, covered hinge, magnetic. And when you take a look right up front, you have all sorts of things. You have the battery disconnect to quickly kill power to the coach. You can flip this on for your lights right up front. These 2 controls right here are for your power stabilizer jacks. And take a look at this. You have 12-volt heating tanks on here as well. So again, if it's in cold weather, you can flip those guys on so that way your tanks won't freeze up on you. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Cougar 33SAB. If you're interested in this gorgeous travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.